Hi Libra, welcome into your weekly read for the week of July 17th to the 23rd, 2023. I hope you're doing amazing. We're going to begin and pull from the Elemental Oracle deck to begin your reading. I have already gotten a couple messages for us. If you're new, I'm a Leo, Libra, Libra. But first of which, I heard 1, 2, I do what I do. 1, 2, I do what I do. And I feel like that could come through differently for different Libras. I know for me, it's going to be I do things at my job the way I do it. I do it differently. I have a different background, different experience, different places I've worked, and so I don't go about things in a very corporate manner. Does that make sense? It's a serving job, and so I feel like all the meanwhile that could be how it's applying for you, being very individualistic and getting things done in your own Libran way. It could be more so in regards to you just having your own way of living, right? It could be tied into a hobby is what I'm getting. Yeah, your routines, being a very habitual creature might also be coming into play. If you took that message in a different light that I didn't explain, please allow for that to be a sign that that's how it was meant to come through and be digested. Or absorbed rather. Okay, digestion is going to take a highlight. I know that's completely random. Foods, stuff that your body is taking too well. If something's taking too long to digest, let's cut it out of your diet, all right? Or just don't give in to that temptation. But temptation in general is going to take a highlight throughout the week for you. Yeah, they said for the better or for the worse. Interesting. For Libra. I also, when getting ready to press record, I kind of felt a little bit on edge. Now, this might be your energy in general, right? For whatever reason or reasons. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a week where, regardless of how this works out for you or what it ends up being, people, location, or multiple other factors outside of you are making you a bit on edge. It's like, can you just relax? You may be feeling judgmental, to be completely honest. But also moments of laughter will come into play. It might even be a judgmental laughter moment where it's like, okay, what in the world is going on here? Or just, some people. I just am going to keep to myself in this specific moment because things are not affecting me in a positive way, a positive light. I also feel like you're being viewed as a very grounded, balanced individual, light in a situation, or just in general when it comes to your association with people. I feel like people are viewing you as somebody who's very mysterious in regards to especially your transformation. I'm being drawn to the butterfly here on her mouth. Your spirituality will take a focus throughout the week in the eyes awareness of others, but also when it comes to what you're going through and have been through. But dark matter, because I feel like myself, I wouldn't consider myself a creepy person, but over the years, becoming very, very spiritually evolved and whatnot, and even in regards to where I've lived, it's kind of taken this bit of an effect on my life, right? Whether I want to admit it at times or not, or people see that about me or not, okay? Obviously, my appearance doesn't give that off, but you get the point. It naturally comes with spirituality at times, but this could be playing into your week, your Libran life in a different way. The number 11 coming into play as I'm pushed to add this up. Now that could be in regards to the angel number meaning or the spiritual meaning, or both, as guided as you feel necessary to look one or both up. Number 26, the pressure card, transformation. Yeah, I'm not surprised to get the message of the pressure in the air in a situation being initiated by other people. I don't feel it's initiated by you. When it comes to it being unnecessary, it's like, okay, let's all just take a deep breath. It reminds me again of my job, but it could be at work. It could just be somebody's energy being a bit on edge, a bit anxious, or just overly stressed, overdoing it, forcing it. There's a feeling of you being very separated by it, but as I stumble, affected by it all the meanwhile. I'm getting that from this. okay? Just very much being in your own world at times, or just it bouncing off of you to an extent, or as you are absorbing some of the energy potentially. I know that sounds confusing, but that's just the way it's coming through. There could be hectic moments where you have to just take a deep breath. But naturally, with the butterflies in this card, and then taking on a different meaning, the transformation card talking about your own individual transformation. We, meaning spirit, might, and this might just be one spirit, there may be the potential to, in one, if not multiple ways, pressure you when it comes to your transformation. Is that the altering of your habits, your routines, who and what you associate yourself with? Yeah, your habits. Or it could just be one. We need you to be feeling healthy, but I do feel like there are several moments throughout the week where you will experience comfort. Is this at home? Is this at work? When you're bonding with somebody or multiple people? Could be an animal. Again, if not multiple, I know that I do that a lot. For some, it's a child. Anyways, your comfort matters, but the moments of silence, even when there's a lot going on around you, or people you are hearing a lot, whether it's spirit and or other people, the silence feels so deafening, but perfect. It just feels like you need to be silent at certain points because there's either not a lot to give, or you just shouldn't be overdoing it, or you may just be pushed to hold back from expressing what you're not meant to in that moment or in general. Sometimes we need to remember it may not necessarily be what you were about to say, but what would be initiated as far as someone else's response, okay? Or where it would lead that conversation. It could be both, of course. Let's pull some Mystic Mondays Tarot. Okay. On to the next. That's the vibe. Now, I got that in two ways. On one level, it could be a smaller message in a smaller way where you might be busy and it's like task-oriented, goal-oriented. I got to do this, get it done, check, on to the next, right? Or it could be one situation. Say you're migrating from home to work. Okay, on to the next. But in another way throughout the week at certain points, because of, I want to say the imperfections, because of your dedication to a goal, thinking about moving on to the next, a new job, a new relationship, a new living situation, you apply it as you may, as you should. For Libra, I'm good is now what I'm hearing. I'm good. You may need to remind yourself that you're good. You're doing better than you feel at times. Things will not affect you if you don't allow them to, or they may, and then you just got to cope, and I'm good. But I feel like as well, say a job, a hobby, a business, I'm good. I'm Libra. Seven of Cups, Judgment, Five of Wands, and the Hermit. That makes absolute sense. And the Eight of Wands. A ton of communication outside of you, coming towards you, stemming from you. I want to say in a multitude of ways, but it feels like it could be a fast-moving kind of week where you got a lot to get done, or you choose to get a lot done. This came up in the daily read. You might find a lot of people are moving quickly around you, and you are maybe moving quickly at times, but not as quickly. Anyways, yeah, a lot to get done. You might be reminded you have a lot of options in regards to something that you need or want. Let's just put it that way. Where you're meant to be, you will be throughout this week, moving forward in a larger sense. But I do feel like there's a feeling of things feeling a bit lopsided. You might find there are times throughout the week where you gotta clean up, tidy up, fix, creative solutions. It's like you need to just tap into the ability to do that, okay? Don't let it get too out of hand is also what I'm getting. But you might feel a bit trapped in a situation, say for just one example, in a work day. It could be that job in general, but when you're wanting to clock out, you want to leave that job for the day. It could be locked into, I want to say in a smaller sense, a conversation, but it feels more like a commitment, like a job once again. Could be another contract, but I do feel like you need to be honest with yourself in regards to what you need to do to get to a new situation or to make the best until the best, or both. But I am getting with these two pyramid images on either side. This is where I was getting the lopsided imagery. Things are aligning for you. Things are falling into place. I know at all times throughout the week it's not going to feel like it, but get ready because things are going to progress quicker than you think. There's a timeline set in place, whether you're aware of exactly or partially what that looks like for you or not. The Five of Wands and the Hermit card, because I feel like you stand alone in your peace is what I'm getting. Some like stress, potential competition, feisty energy that could be yours and or other people, somebody else, you name it. But I just feel like things are overlapping throughout the week. Things are feeling kind of confusing at times. You gotta take a moment and remember at certain points, write things down, all right? Because you will be a bit forgetful, whether you think so in the moment in general or not. I am getting that you may find it's a week where the days are blending together. You have to remember, was that Wednesday? Was that Thursday? Did I take that day off? Did I get that done that day? Anyways, it's okay. Just take a deep breath. One or two more. The Two of Swords, what you don't see clearly, where you feel defensive, where you feel frustrated, all of which is purposeful, all right? Also, someone else's lack of clarity comes to be and takes a highlight. The Hierophant, because again, you're thinking about change. Your third eye is open. You know what you're doing. You know at least partially what you want. So keep that in mind. If I didn't say it already, trust your intuition throughout the week. Wow, Spirit just made my eye go foggy. But another pyramid imagery. There's a feeling of something, if not multiple aspects of your life. Say it's your savings, a business, a project, things needing to be built up in, or the progress of which from the ground up, right? From nothing to enough plus some. Spirit saying, don't you stress, my friend, because this is a week where you get a lot done. It can feel like a lot, right? I guarantee it probably will at certain points, if not the whole week. But it's a week where you will be reminded what you're made out of. And I feel like you're reminding people of your worth all the meanwhile. Feeling as if you're thinking about where to go, what to achieve, where you should be, where you want to be. But it's a week where, again, you're purposely where you're meant to be. And allow for yourself to utilize, again, your intuition, selectively your spirituality, but your hermit mode to your powerful Libran advantage, okay? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your week, Libra, and I'll see you next time.